All I need to do is to finish my chemistry textbook, my physics textbook, my biology textbook, and then solve lots of past questions, and I'm good for JAMB. I will score 300, I will score 340, I will score 360. All I need to do is just to make sure I study all the textbooks. Let me tell you something. Have you actually wondered why some people study less for JAMB and still score up to 300? Meanwhile, there are some set of people that study day and night. Every day they are studying. But when the result comes out, they will see 190, 200, 210. Have you actually wondered that? So in this video, I'm going to be telling you 10 things that JAMB will not tell you, but you need to know. These 10 things are what you need to have in your mind if actually you want to score high in JAMB. These 10 things will help you prepare for JAMB well. These 10 things will help you to understand where to focus on while studying for JAMB. You know, most of you, what you do is when you watch a video, you just watch the first 1 minute of the video and then skip to another video. Let me tell you something. This is not the video you want to skip, actually you want to score high in JAMB. Make sure you watch this video as far as you can. Let's get straight to it, guys. So in this video, I'll be talking about things JAMB will not tell you, but you need to know it if you want to score high in JAMB. I will list out the 10 things, and for each one I mention, I will tell you what you need to do for each point I list out. Okay, so the number one is JAMB repeats question pattern, but not exact questions. I don't know if you get that. Let me repeat it again. JAMB repeats question patterns, but not exact question. Most of you, when you are studying your past question, you go and be cramming answer. Oh, this is A, this one is B, this one is C. No, that will not help you. So what you need to do is study to understand JAMB's pattern of asking questions for each subject. For chemistry, understand the pattern at which JAMB asks questions under chemistry. For physics, do the same. Let me give you an instance now. In physics, if JAMB wants to set a equation on that machine, they can go and dub the equation that they asked in 2015 and repeat it again in 2026. But they will change the figures. Let me say the question was asking you to find the efficiency of a machine that the VR was 4 and then the MA was 2. If they want to repeat the equation in 2026, they will go and change that VR to 5 and then change the MA to maybe 6. It's the same pattern, but different question. Changing the figure has changed the equation already. Hope you understand. So try to understand the pattern at which JAMB asks questions. Don't just go to your past question and start trying to cram the questions and everything. So number 2 is speed matters more than reading everything. Speed matters more than reading everything. Hope you heard me right. Most of you, all you want to do is finish your chemistry textbook, your biology textbook, your mathematics textbook without you trying to improve how fast you can solve questions under those subjects. Most of you, you know how to solve all the questions in your past questions, but when you are solving them, you can solve a particular question for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You're not fast enough to attempt all the questions that you will be given in JAMB 2026. So speed is actually very important. Speed is very important. It's even more important than studying everything. As you are trying to cover a lot, you're also trying to increase your speed. And how do you increase your speed? By practicing CBT tests. Practice CBT tests. I will talk more on that when we get to number 5. Moving on to number 3. All questions carry equal marks. You know, most times when you get to the hall, there is a particular question that you try to solve. After solving it, you notice that your answer is not in the options. You solve again, solve again, solve again. And by doing so, you are wasting time. Under chemistry, question 1 to 3 to 40 carry equal marks. In English, question 1 to 4, 60 carry equal marks. The same for physics and biology. So don't waste time trying to get a particular answer for a particular question. If you try it the first time and you're not getting it, leave it immediately and move to another question. Don't spend more than 2 minutes trying to get the answer to a particular question. The more time you waste trying to get the answer to a particular question, the lesser your chance of scoring high in JAMB. Hope you understand. So moving on to the next one. This one has to do with your JAMB registration. Your first choice of course and school matters a lot. Your first choice of course and school matters a lot. Most of you want to go to the school your friends are attending already. Meanwhile, you know you have a lesser chance of getting admitted into that school. You just want to go and be with your friends without you actually thinking if you have a higher chance of getting that particular course and also getting into that school. If you know you want to get into schools like Unilag, and you know Unilag, to get into Unilag, it's very competitive because there are a lot of people that want to come into Unilag, and every year, out of 100% of people that apply to get into Unilag, they might only admit only 20%. So if you know you have a lesser chance of getting into a school that is very competitive, why not go to another school that you have a higher chance of getting admitted into? Hope you understand. So number 5 is CBT practice is as important as reading. Let me repeat it again. CBT practice is as important as reading. Most candidates don't know that reading alone for JAMB is not enough. reading alone, reading your chemistry, physics, biology textbooks is not enough. You need to practice past questions. You need to practice a lot of past questions, and not just by practicing past questions. You need to familiarize yourself with the CBT app. JAMB exam is CBT based exam, and if you are not familiar with CBT practice exams, you will struggle on that day. Even if you know the answer, you will still struggle. That's why it's important that you practice a lot of CBT tests. Don't just go and practice once or twice and say you are okay already. Practicing of CBT tests helps you eliminate fear. When you practice CBT tests regularly, it helps you to learn how to manage your time, how to pick your answers correctly, and then return back to the ones that you skipped earlier. Hope you understand. So it helps to increase your speed and accuracy. It's very important that you learn how to use CBT tests on time. So once you're already familiar with practicing of CBT tests, when you get to the JAMB hall on that day, it will feel like nothing. It will be like something you have already been doing all this while. That's why CBT test is very important. And that will lead me to introducing you to this app here. It's called Exam Scholars JAMB app. This app here, it's called Exam Scholars JAMB app. Just go to Play Store or Apple Store, download this app, and it will help you to practice CBT tests. It comes with past questions, JAMB syllabus, and also you practice CBT tests. And also the app also comes with topic by topic JAMB past questions. So when you are done studying a particular topic, you can now go to the app and solve questions on that particular topic that you already studied. So after downloading this app, send me a message on this WhatsApp number. Send me a message on this WhatsApp number so that I can introduce you to the app properly and also tell you how to activate the app. The activation pin for the app is just 3,000 naira and you have access to all these features. So send me a message on this WhatsApp number to purchase the activation pin at a discounted price because you are getting it directly from me. Number 6 is JAMB test understanding, not memory. I don't know if you understand. What your school exam test is memory and understanding, but you see JAMB exam, JAMB tests your understanding and not your memory. What JAMB does is they will try to twist their questions to confuse those people that have crammed answers from the past questions. So that's why I keep on saying, don't cram past questions. Don't cram answers from past questions. Instead, study to understand. Study to understand. Remember what I said in number 1, JAMB repeats question patterns and not questions. So JAMB will always try to confuse you by twisting their questions. If actually you don't understand that particular question, you might get confused in the hall and you go and pick a wrong answer. And while picking that wrong answer, you will still think that you are correct. That's why some of you will go and do everything in the hall and you come out happy that you did well in the exam hall. When the result now comes out, you'll be seeing 190 and you'll be wondering, the questions were easy. I saw most of my questions in past questions and that was exactly the same thing I picked in the hall. How come I scored 190? That's what happened last year. Out of close to 2 million people that wrote JAMB last year, it was only 500,000 that scored up to 200. Please don't cram past questions. Instead, study to understand. Hope you understand. Number 7 is guessing smartly is better than leaving questions blank. Most of you, once you don't know a particular question, you don't know the answer to a particular question, you just leave it empty. You will not even pick any answer at all. It's better to guess smartly. And how do you guess smartly? You use what we call elimination method. When you are given a particular question, you look at the question and you be like, oh, A, B, C, D. If you take a look at C and D, you might notice that they are off. They are not even related to the question that you were asked. Cancel them out, and then you are left out with 2 options. Now try to pick between those 2 options. That's how to guess smartly. So number 8 is your weak subject can ruin your good score. You might be good in chemistry and biology, but you're not good in physics. You now abandon your physics and say when you get to the hall, you do guesswork for physics, and then you actually do very well in your chemistry and biology. Let me tell you something. That physics that you abandoned can spoil your results. You can get 80 in chemistry, then 90 in biology, then in your physics you come and score 50, and then your English you go and score 70. Your score has already reduced. Please, that particular subject that you are not really strong in, make sure you study it every day. Most of you, those of you that are going for medical courses, the subject that you hate the most is most times physics. Make sure you study physics every day. And while studying it every day, if you still don't understand, shift on your timetable. Move physics to mornings. Study the subject that you find difficult to understand in the morning, because most times when you have slept and woken up, that is when your brain is most active. So that particular subject that you are not really strong in, make sure you study it every day so that it doesn't ruin your good JAMB score. Hope you understand. So the next one is last minute revision should be strategy based, not new topics. What this is saying is most of you will not start studying for JAMB on time. You will not start early. You wait for 1 month to JAMB or 2 months to JAMB before you start studying. then a day to JAMB you start studying new topic instead of revising. Please and please start early to study. And in case you are seeing this video when it's already 1 week or maybe few days to JAMB, please don't go and start studying new topics, because that will even bring more confusion to you. Instead, revise the ones you have already studied. Please, revision is meant to be revising what you have already studied and not trying to learn new topics. Few days to JAMB, don't start studying new topics. Instead, revise what you have studied already. Master the ones that you know. Let it be that, oh, I know stoichiometry. There is no question that you give me under stoichiometry that I will not solve. There is no question that you give me under equilibrium that I will not solve. Just be sure that if they give you any question under this topic, that you can solve any question you are given under that particular topic. Hope you understand. So moving on to the next one, your mindset on exam day affects your score. You know, most times when you are preparing for JAMB and it gets to the day of your JAMB exam, most times everybody, you'll be scared. You'll be like, omo, this JAMB day, JAMB is going to determine my future. And then you'll be very scared. You'll be like, I don't want to fail JAMB. Do you know that fear and panic can make you forget simple things that you already know? That's why I keep on saying, please, on the day of your JAMB exam, just do anything you can do to eliminate fear. Do anything you can do for yourself to make sure you cancel out that spirit of fear. Fear can make you forget simple things that you already know. Fear can make you forget simplest things down to maybe how to write chemical equations. Fear can make you forget a lot of things. Please try and be confident in yourself. After studying, you have already prepared well. There's no need to be scared. Try and convince yourself that you are ready enough to conquer JAMB. JAMB is simple, but because you are scared, you will now get in there and forget a lot of things. Hope you understand. Okay, that will be the end of the video for today. Don't forget to like this video and just don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button. I love you guys. To your boy Chubby.